Good morning. I am currently only 2 miles away from Pine Grove Furnace. That's the halfway point of the trail, so today is halfway day. Yeah, it's a huge deal. I still can't believe I'm gonna hike half the AT today officially. I don't think I'll be able to do the half-gallon challenge there. I think the general store there's going to be closed. They have really odd hours after Labor Day, so southbounders get the raw end of the deal on that one. So I'm just going to do half-gallon challenge at or around Harper's Ferry instead. There's also showers there and a hostel, but I don't really want to stay at the hostel. The hostel's called the Mansion. Sounds really interesting, but it would make for an under 10 mile day. Oh crap, there's a snake. It's these like little black snakes. Ugh. They're just like sitting there. Those are black rat snakes. I've seen them a handful of times now, so I promise I do hate snakes, but I think just being out here, you like see them so much, and those ones are not the ones to be scared of. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to Pine Grove Furnace, see what's open, and spend a lot of time there. And yeah, from there I'll probably plan out the rest of the day, but usual stuff, around 20 miles, a little more, a little less, depending on how I'm feeling, but big thing for today is halfway point. So this is Pine Grove Furnace State Park. The bathrooms here, just took a shower in there, and see, my hair is still a little bit wet. I don't have shampoo with me, so I kind of just took a cold shower with no soap. I don't know how much help that really did. But yeah, this park is beautiful. Like, look at this. This is the nicest place I've seen in Pennsylvania so far. Just to sit down and relax. And yeah, I emptied out my pack and I took some stuff out. I mean, I used this as a towel and just dried it out in the sun. I found it really does help, like when you have a day with a lot of sunlight, to lay anything out that smells bad, like in direct sun, it does help with the stink. So yeah, I laid out socks and things like that in the sun just for 15 minutes while I ate, and it makes a huge difference just in cleanliness. So feeling good. Gonna get back on trail. There's an AT museum, which is closed, general store, which is closed, and there's a hostel, the Mansion, so that's open. I might stop in there. But yeah, about to get back on trail. So I'm here at the AT museum, which is closed, but I am at the halfway point, so that's kind of unbelievable. I'm gonna flip my camera so you can see what the AT museum kind of looks like. Really nice old building. But yeah, 1,090 miles hiked. Yeah, I wish I can go in. I guess I'll have to come back. Yeah, that's a lot of miles. I guess now I really do feel like I can do this. Like, you start out and it seems like a ton of miles that you have left. You're kind of chipping away. You hit some of those, 100 miles, 500 miles, 1,000 miles, but halfway is like, yeah, I can do it. I made it all the way here feeling good, barring some, freak injury or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I think that's how I'm feeling right now. I feel strong, like I'm not deteriorating. I did 26.6 yesterday. yeah, I guess like now I'm here halfway. I feel like I can do this. Everything else I'm doing, I'm, you know, more than halfway there. So that's a good feeling. I'm at the Pine Grove Furnace General Store now, the famous backdrop to many half-gallon challenges. So even though I'm not doing it, I figured I would show you kind of what it looks like. Yeah, just like an old stone building. I definitely hit up the vending machine, got my first Mountain Dew of the whole trip. Yeah, and most people do the half-gallon challenge like right here. So yeah, it's kind of weird just being here. Such a famous place on the AT, and it's like just me. I mean, there was another hiker here who I was talking with, but they just took off. But yeah, life of a SOBO. Sometimes, you know, you're the only person here. So I've really done like no hiking today. I've hiked like 7 miles, but it's just too tempting to sit down and enjoy this. The weather's so nice. I'm just like, oh, I just want to hang out. But I probably should hike a little bit more if I want to get to Harper's Ferry and see Elise again by the end of the week. So that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning from the Birch Run shelter. Well, I stayed here last night. Well, not in the shelter. You'll see why I didn't stay in the shelter. But I didn't close out the video because I was with a lot of people. And just, it got dark and yeah, I wasn't gonna do it. So I'm just gonna combine the videos from yesterday and today. Let me show you the Birch Run shelter and more specifically why I didn't stay here. So, it says here, Birch Run shelter closed, bed bug treatment. Ugh, gross. I feel weird even like being up here. Yeah, I was with 2 people. One person slept on the porch, and then everyone else kind of camped out. So far the campgrounds around here have been great. The shelters, like here's some fire pit, and here's a first kind of bear hangs that I've seen. These like poles, metal poles that you kind of throw your bag up on. Yeah, and also yesterday I passed another sign that said halfway point. So I know the AT like moves in distance, and the actual length that can change year to year. So for me, it felt like halfway at the AT museum, but I'm not sure if that was the technical halfway. But yesterday, I'll treat all yesterday as the halfway point. Today, I'm going to keep doing the same thing. It's Wednesday. I want to get to Harper's Ferry by Friday. I'm about 60 miles out, so that means 20-mile days. It's around 8-ish in the morning. Everyone has left the shelter, like always. I'm usually the last one here. So yeah, I'm gonna pack up and probably start hiking within the next 15 minutes. Alright, so I'm a few miles into my day. Just doing a little road walk right now, which is nice. Yeah, I'm getting a little low on food, so I'm gonna try and go to this church hostel and see if I can get some like resupply just for a few days. I could probably stretch what I have for 3 days, but just because I'm doing 20 miles a day, I really should be eating more. And pretty much what I have is 2 packets of oatmeal for tomorrow morning and Friday morning. A handful of tortillas, packets of peanut butter, and I have 1 Knorr rice side and 1 ramen and 2 packages of Spam. So, and some just like fruit snacks. So, not much. It's nice knowing that Elise will be picking me up, but yeah, that's not optimal performance, or optimal food for good performance. Yeah, I've been hiking with some people. This one girl's like thinking about doing the 4-state challenge, which is Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia in one day. And it's over 40 miles, I think, or just about 40 miles in a single day. So that's the kind of shape like people are in right now. Like those numbers are high, but not insane. I think everyone's just in such good shape, and some people are on deadlines and they gotta catch a bus or train or something to see people, and yeah, that's just where we're at. Everyone's doing like the same amount of miles. It's so different than the beginning where everybody's mileage was drastically different. I think everybody's in such good shape now. Yeah, everyone's around 20. I mean, that's just the life of what it is. So I think I do hear people talking about when they want to finish, and the consensus is usually sometime in November before Thanksgiving. And their math on that is, they're going to do the second half of the AT insanely fast because they're going to average around 20. We'll see if it happens, but just wanted to document that's kind of the mindset of people out here around the halfway point. Just left the Quarry Gap shelters. They were absolutely beautiful. Some caretaker, the name is on one of the pictures I took, does, the best job I've ever seen so far in maintaining shelters. There were flowers there, 2 separate shelters that were just immaculately clean. Yeah, all the log books. There were magazines and newspapers, like current magazines and newspapers. There's water there. Yeah, picnic tables. I haven't seen a better shelter. I wish I knew that. Maybe I would have pushed yesterday to get there. Because yeah, it would have been great to stay there. I would have actually stayed in the shelter, and the last ones had bed bugs. So yeah, man, yeah, I just wanted to comment on that shelter. I'll make sure I'll put pictures while I'm talking, and then at the end of the video, just to promote how nice that shelter is. Here is Caledonia State Park. You can see just some nice facilities here. Second state park in 2 days. It looks like there's a bathroom up there, which a bathroom not in the woods in a privy is always welcome. So I'm gonna hit that up, and then yeah, there's a hostel I'm gonna try and resupply at down the road, which is a mile away. But yeah, for now, just gonna enjoy this little Caledonia State Park and hit the bathroom.
Yeah, I want to be in there Monday when they're open.
Alright, I am leaving Rudders, as you can see in the background. I got a hitchhike in. Wasn't even trying. I was gonna try to go to that church hostel that I was telling you about. And some lady just, offered to pick me up. So now I'm gonna head back, and now it's a longer walk, but whatever. Got an easy hitch there. Alright, back on trail. Had a longer than expected trip into town off Route 30, the Lincoln Highway in Pennsylvania. Yeah, got a hitch into Rudders, and then I walked the whole way back. So added definitely another almost 2 miles to the day. 1 point something, probably, close to 2. But I stopped at Thru Ministries, I think is what their name is. It's a hostel. Nice, use their restroom and filled up water, but it's not a bad. I checked out their bunk room. It looks really good. So if you're in this area and are looking for a hostel, it looked comfortable. And I know they were doing a dinner tonight, free dinner. But I've only gone 10 miles, and with my goal of getting to Harper's by Friday, I know I don't have to, but I'd like to. And it's still only like 2:30, 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna keep on hiking and hopefully do another close to 10. I've accepted I might have to night hike, but that's okay. I really don't mind it, and I got to charge my headlamp yesterday at the state park, so yeah, so all good. Gonna keep on hiking. All right, so still hiking on today. You can see trail conditions are pretty good. A little rocky, but you can still move pretty quick. I did want to say it's been good seeing people go northbound, because at this point nobody's doing getting all the way to Maine. It's too late in the year, so everyone's doing either sections or started a through this year, and something happened. So you get some really good stories. I just talked with this guy Buck, and yeah, he's from like New Jersey, and yeah, he had a lot of connections there, but he had to get off and get surgery, and now he's back out here just seeing how far he can go once you get to the water gap. You hear a lot of that out here now. Just people who definitely at some point will finish the whole trail, but like something came up and they're out here, so I give them so much credit, because I bet the group that they're hiking with is long gone. If you're taking that much time off the trail, I gotta imagine it's so hard to try to get back and do it. And that's kind of the benefit of the through hike, is you're just going for it, so you're not taking that extended time off, where you can ease back into everyday life. It's got to be so hard getting off trail. But going southbound, seeing northbounders kind of through Pennsylvania, everyone's got a story, so I always make it a point to stop and talk to them. All right, I am ending my day today. I'm gonna be, that sounded ominous. I'm ending my day. I am finishing up my day. I'm gonna go to Tumbling Run Shelters. Yeah, it was just I had about like a descent where in a mile you lose about 900 feet, and my feet were hurting, so I just, yeah, it took like 10 minutes and just took my shoes off, kind of like gave myself a foot massage, and then I just listened to like some dance music the whole way down. It was Of Montreal was the band. Little, I don't know, really fun band that I listened to a lot in high school. Went to a concert, and yeah, that, man, just so mood altering. I was like, and I just flew down the mountain. Like, man, that has good music, has some powers out here, I will tell you that. So I'm gonna head to this shelter, Tumbling Run. From all accounts, I've heard it is immaculate, just like the one I showed you earlier. So I am looking forward to that. It's also not dark, and I still did right around 20. I think I did just under, but definitely over 20 if I counted the road walk from today. So still in good shape to get to Harper's Ferry by Friday. I'm just going to have to do a little more than 20 each day, Thursday and Friday, which is doable. So yeah, as always, thank you for supporting. I know a few other people did the buy me a coffee. Jerry, so shout out to Jerry, thank you. I know you've been like a supporter like, from the very, very beginning. So many thanks, Jerry. And also, I think someone else, it was anonymous, so it just said someone gave coffee, so thank you to someone. Yeah, thanks for all the comments and, you know, support. It really does help. I love reading through them. So yeah, hope you all have a good day, and I'll resume tomorrow morning in the last little bit of Pennsylvania that I have left. So take care. Good night.